Yo, Stocks 5150. Today is November 25th. November 25th, time is 0400. And this is going to be a quick one, man. I'm just going to talk about what happened yesterday. Yesterday would have been a decent day. I had went in, go to my activities and show y'all. Yesterday started off, I went in and I made a couple trades early. As you can see here, the times at 0245. And then another one. So I sold two. I went short. Sold three at 2:45 a.m. Right. Then I went in again. That was for 200. Then I went in again and bought three, and then went back in again, went short again, and got 38. Then got 67. This is all before 7 a.m. So then I was like, okay, I'm doing pretty good. So I started going smaller. I went in again, got $20. Sold two, right? Da, 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 da. Then what happened? This right here is the mistake. My original thesis was that okay, the market's gonna go to. I got this right here. These two at 24, 450 and 450. I said, all right, I'm gonna just go in, get a little bit, and then get out. And at first I said it'll probably go up to 550 or something, 500. I think I said 500. So I was like, then I got nervous. I said, nah, I'm gonna just keep it at 462, just grab a little bit and get out. Then I said, nope, I'm gonna get out at 55. So I got out, I took the $20, right? But what I didn't do was I didn't close this position right here. So I still had that position open. And of course, it went up to here. Well, it went up to 462 and then it went short. So now I'm in a short, right? As the day went along, so then the market opens, as you can see here at 914, and the market went bam to 570 at 914. I'm like, man, okay, I think it'll pull back before market opens. It should. That's my thoughts. Well, I went in one more. That was kind of at the top at the time. And I was like, okay, I'll short this back down to here, or at least here, and get whatever that is, right? Guess what? The market went parabolic, yo. I mean, Albert, just look at the numbers. We'll keep it here. As you can see, throughout the day, so 9:30 hits, and it was one huge green candle. I had something to do, and plus by then I was stuck, and I wouldn't let it go. It was like $800. Now, of course, hindsight should have just took the $800 loss because 354 when I got back home, had my granddaughter with me. She was like, "Well, you can trade again tomorrow. It's okay." And so I closed, and I took $1,000 loss on that one. And I didn't even do them together because I couldn't stand seeing two at one time. And then I closed another one. $2,000 down the drain. And why? Because of an error. I didn't have my, so I'm gonna go over here and show you. So you see over here on the ladder, if you have, I can put as many buys in here as I want. Like I can put a buy in right here if I want to, right? Which I mean, I'm not gonna do because then it'll actually buy something if it comes down to that level. But that does not negate just because I have, like I can, let's just go here. Let's do this. So I can put a short here if I had enough money. I could put one here and I can put one here. See, I don't even have enough money no more. But I can put them there and they'll sit there and they'll stay active. You see, I still got one order right here, right? What you have to do, or what I need to start doing, is canceling all buys or canceling all and making sure that I don't have anything. Also, I need to start confirming coming over here in the positions, make sure I don't have anything working. Because see, if I came over here, I wasn't doing something else, I would have saw that I had another order down here and I could have canceled that out. And that would have saved me. And I would have closed out and been up. I think I was at $300, which hey, $300 in a day. $300 not even in a day. $300 from 6:40 from 2 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock. 5 hours. That was plenty. You know, which brings me to this. Here we are today, because that's what happened yesterday. And this is the move I'm talking about. You can see even here, I had drew out. I'm gonna start using this for just for visuals. But yeah, I figured, and see, and I thought we were gonna chop. And this is the doji right here. I was like, okay, we'll go down. But this is the cross. Right after that, the 14 crossed the 48. And look at that parabolic boom. And I was like, ah. And it was like, ah. And then it just got worse. This is the hourly. It looked way worse on the 5 minute. Let me go to the 5 minute 'cause that's where I was at. Yeah, on the 5 minute, you see, this is where we were. Oh, sorry. Dang, I gotta go over here. On the 5 minute, yeah, this is where I was, and it had pulled back, and I was like, okay, I'll get out. And I had an opportunity there, and I should have took that. That would have been $140 loss, so it would have been half of it, but I didn't. It went up again, came down. That was like a $80 loss. I mean, another 140. That was maybe 80. That was 140, and then it said that one candle right there, and then I was stuck. And I wasn't stuck. I could have done something about it, but I didn't. Because even there, it pulled down. This is at 9:45. I didn't get out. And that was my opportunity. Was there. Even though, yeah, I basically screwed myself. And I just sat in it. Now, sitting in it is even worse because it's not going to turn around. Chances are. It could, but yesterday, all I did was miss the opportunity. I mean, I had somewhere to go. I wouldn't have traded no more anyway. But it just rolled that 14 on up. That 48 cross right there ended up being $2,000, almost three in the hole for me. And it didn't cross back over, didn't even touch until last night. And that's barely. So we got to cross here and then actually stay below right here. So right now, in the 5 minute, we're below it. And but not too terribly below. We're coming down and we're touching the what's that? The 61.8, searching for that on the fibs. This is some previous support right here. See how it bounced this couple times. So it's basically doing the same thing. So maybe possibly it'll bounce and go up. But it'll come down here. I got my order in. If you look for the first one, oh, the low was 821, but I got my order in down here at 750 for it to break through that 821 and come down and touch 750, wherever 750 is at. 750 somewhere here. Because I figured it hit the 61.8 bounce, but maybe to grab that 750. And that'll be that. Now, I could take this three and call it a day. Because you get 300 today, get 300 for the next, well, we only got 2 more days left. And just take 300 a day and just build back up. Because right now, far as trying to get back, I'm at this point, I'm just in survival mode. I just need to make it through the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So I could take this three right here and not even risk it. You know what I'm saying? I could do that, but I gotta have some conviction. You can't be scared all your life. So there you go. I'm gonna hold till 750. We'll see how that works, for or against me. And yeah, I'm supposed. And also, my granddad said, "I thought you was supposed to start using your stop losses." Children, and she's right. And if it would have got taken out, okay, you out of the trade, right? So that is the wise way to look at that. So I tell you what, we'll put a stop loss on here just to see what's gonna happen. Put another one in. Let's see. for 890. What is this bracket? Is at 750 and 890. So our stop loss is going to be 890. Stop loss will be 900. Why does that show 29? I don't know. All right, so we're gonna put a stop loss in for 24,900 and a profit will be 24,750. All right, so 24,900 is the stop and 750, 8 or whatever. 750. Okay, and that's what we'll close at, and that'll be for two. That way we'll save ourselves. At least we'll get 100 out of this. All right, since we're already in profit. Now maybe I'll try to start being smarter. See, it says order component will execute immediately. Which one? This one? The stop loss? See, this was getting me. It's telling me that it would, even if I put my stop loss in, it's telling me that it would close automatically. Is it because it's too close? Hmm. To a limit. 24,900. I don't know. I'm doing something wrong because you see how it's saying the order component would close instantly. So let's do this. Let's do 25,900. That gives you a loss, right? So it's the top one. It's the bottom one. So 24,900 is not the problem. The problem is the 24,750. Yeah, I'm not tracking something. It's going wrong here. I don't like that, and it's not letting me submit it. So just clear it. Fuck it. That's why I ain't got no stop losses in. Let's just say that. And we getting the bounce, of course. So we could also chop right around in here and build out today. See, so we bounced off of that. That was previous. This area right here. Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling that we're gonna go down though. That went up too fast, and I think they're gonna give it all back. I really should just YOLO it and put an order in for 24 for that move, 24,600 down to there, right here, 24,600, which would be what? So waiting for 24,600, what would that be? That's what my order is right now, 24,750. So if I do 24,600, I'm probably not gonna do that. I'll just do 750 and then I'll go back in and go to 650 if I'm available to do it. So I'm getting ready to go to work. All right, there's my alarm. I get up, stretch, and get ready for work. So if I do 24,650, I'll just keep that in mind. If I can get a G today, I'll get a G. I'm probably gonna have to trade though. Anyway, stocks 5150. That's it. I ain't even gonna stay live. I'm just gonna be out. But that's what happened. I made an error yesterday, and that error cost me $2,000. So you definitely need to pay attention. But we crossed over, and like I said, so I really hate to say feel and think, but I have a good, strong inclination that we're gonna come down to 24,600. I'll be watching though. We'll see what we get. All right, stocks 5150. Stocks crazy, making me crazy.